Hey y'all, Paramotor back at you. Today I'm going to do a little bit of work on my bike. Then I got to do some errands as well. I have a bag of parts, which is my new RAM mount. I have a cup of coffee, and I'm going to fucking install this RAM mount and try not to fuck it up before I head out. I'm sick of not having my phone with me. You know, like I want to actually have access to like my GPS and everything, so this will give me access to my GPS while I do everything. Alright, so this is it all put together. It's the ball grip, washer, little pluggy thing, and you got the grip with a nut inside of it. This is where you find out whether or not you cut right. So here's where I am with the RAM mount install. I've put everything together exactly how they say it's supposed to go together. I just got off the phone with customer support because it doesn't matter how tight you make this bolt, this part down here just spins. And it's supposed to grip in so you don't have to hold it, and it'll just constantly tighten it until this expands and it holds it in place, but it doesn't happen. So what he's going to do is he's going to send me a new one of their butt pluggy plastic things. So no RAM mount today, but apparently I'm going to have to order a new one. Maybe this week. So a whole lot of effort for nothing. But anyway, we'll go for a ride and do a couple things. Hang tight.
Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can be part of the Paramotor family. So this week I have a shitload of topics that I want to make a video on. Like, I have a ton of topics. I got a bunch of good content coming y'all's way. But the last couple videos have been kind of like almost more or less like a daily vlog, and I'm actually really enjoying it, to be totally honest with you. Instead of having like the structured, like I'm gonna start writing and I'm gonna talk about something and then it's gonna be like done. Like, no, it's just kind of like a lot more free form. But I do kind of have a topic today. I don't know if I'm gonna put it in the beginning of this video or not, but I attempted to install a RAM mount on this bike. And I really want my phone like right here. This is where I want it. So like, if I like, I guess not like to communicate with people, I want it for my GPS, because there's a few apps that I want to test out for motorcycles that are like you know, twisty road apps. Like, it will take you like point A to point B using only twisty roads, and it's like I want the map up here because like I can get around just fine. Like, I'll just start riding a certain direction until I get somewhere that I kind of wanted to go. You know, that's not a big deal to me. Like, I honestly like just wandering, to be honest with you. Like, it's one of my favorite things to do on a motorcycle, just wander. But, you know, you need something in here, because if you're going to make, like, a bunch of fucking turns, you can't be like, well, I'm going to make 3 left turns, 2 right turns, go straight for 10 miles, a right turn, a left turn, a right. Like, you're not going to remember that shit. So you need a GPS up here. That being said, I have a GPS that I can legit use that... You know, it's old. It's an old Garmin. Like, I don't even think people really use that shit anymore. But like, if I don't want to use my phone, like let's say I'm just doing a road trip and it's just whatever, like I can charge my Garmin all the way up, plop it here, and then my phone can stay charged the whole time. So there's a lot of good positives to having a mount right here. Unfortunately, the RAM mount that I bought off of Amazon doesn't fucking work. So I had to contact RAM mount support, and what they basically told me is that the rubber butt plug that they send you, they revised a year ago, and Amazon has old stock, most likely, and it doesn't fucking work the way it's supposed to because it's old stock. Whatever, you have the right of way, but I'm gonna go, you're not gonna go. So what they told me is that basically I got old shit that doesn't work anymore, and that if you contact RAM mount, they'll replace it for free, basically. And I gotta really say something about Amazon now. Like, this isn't a fault of Amazon. I have no qualms with Amazon. They're a great fucking store. Straight up, they're a great store. But anything that you buy technology-wise, Anything sensitive, like you need it to be right, don't buy it off Amazon. I've learned that. Like I've been using Amazon for years, just like everybody else, because it was fucking like the best thing ever. It's like, you know, it came out around the same time as like eBay, and at first it had a pretty eBay-like feel to it, but now it's just basically an online store that has everything. But I've been burnt twice. I've been burnt twice recently on shit I bought off Amazon. I don't think I'm gonna buy shit off Amazon anymore. I'll buy some of my shit that doesn't really matter off Amazon, but I don't think I'm gonna buy any of my tech stuff, any of my motovlogging stuff off Amazon anymore. I'm just gonna go to the company. It's worth paying a couple extra bucks. It really is. Like, I bought this GoPro external mic adapter off Amazon, and it fucked up. Like it shit out after 2 months. That's not cool. And then this RAM mount, they're sending me old stock for RAM mount that doesn't work. So I put it all together based on a video that RAM mount has on YouTube that is perfect. It's easy to follow, and I put it in this little hole right here. Hopefully I didn't scratch out my hole. I didn't. But I put it in the hole right there, and it just didn't work. Like, it straight up just didn't work. So what was happening is that the plastic nut that's supposed to grab onto the rubber butt plug that you cut up, it never cinched tight enough to stop spinning without you holding it. So yeah, that's really where I was with it. It just didn't work. So I called RAM Mount, and that's when they told me that. I mean, like, hit by that dude's ladder. It's like, fuck. But yeah, I mean, between that, you know, Chase on Two Wheels had an incident where, like, he was trying to buy a fucking camera and they were sending them rocks, which isn't an Amazon problem, that's the seller problem. Amazon's basically just a distributor. So, I mean, it's not really Amazon's fault. Please don't turn out in front of me. You know, it really isn't, but on the other side, it's kind of like, you know, it kind of fucks their brand up a little bit, because, like, I can't really trust Amazon. Like, I used to trust Amazon, and, like, you knew that everything that you got off Amazon was going to be what you needed, but now it's probably not going to be what you need regarding the shit that I buy. Like, I mean, I'm not going to buy, like, my groceries off Amazon. I'm not going to buy, like, random shit that I could get off of, like, a regular store. What I'm gonna buy is shit like GoPro stuff and RAM mounts and shit, and you just can't trust Amazon to give you the right parts. You know, you just can't. So I kind of like, on one side of things, like, it used to be nice having like brick and mortar stores, because like at least at a brick and mortar store you can see something before you bought it and everything, and like, you know, you knew that you were going to get what you needed because you were going to put your hands on it first. You know, you were going to put your hands on it. You were going to be able to tell them, you know, what was up and whatnot. But now it's just, you can't trust them. So I think I'm done with Amazon for the time being, at least. I think I just got to run over to the shop. My car broke down Friday. I think it broke down on Friday. And I gotta run the key up to the shop because it's not in a nice area, and I wasn't gonna leave my key around, so I took my key with me. But the shop is supposed to be like pretty good. The mechanics are supposed to be real chill, and they're not here to fuck you. So, I mean, sometimes a nice fucking is good, but not financially. I bet you if I roll the throttle right now, the wheel would come up. Woo! Well, let's slow down. I hope this fucking doesn't end up being like $1 million fucking fix. I'm not, by like no means am I broke, but like, I really don't want to fucking spend like $3,000 on my car right now. Considering $3,000 would like pay off my car basically at this point, you know. Most of this car is getting to the point where like it's been really reliable, and I feel kind of like I should give it every chance, you know. but at the same time, it's getting to the point where financially it might not make sense to fix this car, you know, much more than 1 or 2 times, because I only owe like $3,000-ish on it, which I could pay off now if I wanted to, but I don't want to part with that money right now. What I'd like to do though is get it to a point where I can pay it off and have it be reliable and not have a car payment for a year or 2, you know, so I can really start putting money towards paying off this motorcycle. Every time I ride this motorcycle, I'm happy that I made the decision that I made, but at the same point, I'm just like, this thing's fucking expensive. You know, and if I can get this thing to the point where, you know, I only owe a couple thousand on it or something like that, I'd be stoked. I'm hoping to actually get like a bonus at work, like a signing bonus, after like jumping through all the hoops at work. They're supposed to give you like a one-time signing bonus of like $5 grand, which gets taxed, of course. So it'll end up being like $3.5 grand. And I'm not really looking to go anywhere. Like I enjoy my job, so you know, I enjoy my job, and like I enjoy the people that I work with. And that, my friends, is the most important thing about your job, is when you can enjoy your job and enjoy the people. I don't enjoy some things about it that I won't go into too much detail, but I enjoy most things about it. So yeah, I mean, I don't really have any complaints right now. Plus I get a week off every month, so I'm cool with that. What I'd like to do though today is I want to ask you guys a question, okay? So Walterific sends out, he's got his spam cards, right? Which has, I guess, just channel info or something like that. I'm not really quite sure. I didn't watch Walterific for a long time, and I'm kind of getting into it in like the 9th inning. You know, like, it's an awesome channel. I really like watching his videos. I'm surprised it took me so long to get into him. But he's got like his spam cards, right? I want to pass out something. I'm thinking I want to pass out something to Prius drivers, like literally like a business card that says like, you know, like list the cars better than a Prius, every other car on the back or something, and then like hand that out. Like if I see a Prius, like if a Prius is about to pull up next to me at this light, I would fucking totally handle it and then like get the reaction, you know. I think most people that drive Priuses know that Priuses are a joke, so hopefully it wouldn't turn violent, but I think it would be really fucking funny, to be honest with you, because there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I didn't put like a little channel tag on it, like, brought to you by Paramoto. This PSA brought to you by Paramoto. But, I don't know. Also, let me know what you guys think about these kind of more or less like these daily vlogs. I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of liking the format. I'm just going to bring you guys along on a day in the life. Rolling around on a Panigale. This guy's on his phone. You know, I want to actually do a day in the life on a Panigale, show you guys the positives, the negatives, the positives, negatives, things you have to deal with, things that you don't really have to deal with, that people say you do, you know, just all sorts of stuff. But let me know what you guys think about that. But today though, I'm probably gonna end up going to the gym as well, maybe the grocery store. I might go get a smoothie too, so I might bring you guys all along on all of that. That, and I need to go get some new fucking GoPro batteries. I only got like 2. I probably should have more like 4. Especially if I'm gonna start doing this like daily vlog kind of thing. You need more batteries, because these things only last like an hour. So this one's was at 65%. I'm gonna be lucky if this thing lasts all the way to the shop, to be totally honest with you. But I'm not really gonna do too much on the way there. I might cut this off, and or I might just do like a quick time lapse on the freeway. I'm not really quite sure. I'm not gonna do much talking on the freeway. Man, I'm gonna tell you guys something about my GoPro though. Fuck, I love this thing, and like the camera works amazing, but holy fuck, everything that goes along with this camera fucking blows. Like the batteries suck. The batteries fucking suck, straight up. I mean, I guess when you're shooting in 1080p and super fucking wide, whatever the fuck, you know, You're not gonna get much battery life. But an hour, maybe? Like, come on, guys. And then, like, you know, all the external, like, parts that you gotta buy are bullshit. And then they fucking break all the fucking time, and you gotta deal with it. You know, like, I might not get audio all the fucking time because of some connection, because I gotta plug an external mic into an external mic adapter and then into the GoPro. So there's a lot of points where that shit can fail. So it's, you know, you don't want, moving parts aren't really a good thing. Like, you want as little moving parts as possible, because those are failure points. And, like, honestly, I don't like it. So, but they really should fucking do something else. You know, like, honestly, like, you should do something else with the GoPros that isn't, you know, wireless, or not wireless, isn't wired everything. Maybe go wireless a little bit or something. I mean, I don't know. But obviously this shit doesn't work all that well. Like, if you just put the camera, and that was almost a 1050. If you just put this camera, like, and you just attach it to something. Like, I'm just gonna put it right here. It would work every time. It would work every time without a problem. But then you start attaching everything else to it, and it's gonna fucking suck. So we're gonna be on the freeway for a minute. I'm probably not gonna talk much because this wind is probably making it almost impossible to hear me. So I might just make this a time lapse. I gotta tell you guys, it's like 70 degrees. Still recording. It's like 70 degrees and it's been like 80 plus for the last few weeks. It feels a little bit cold, but it feels nice. Like, it's nice feeling right now. Fuck, that dude almost hit me. Gravel. I hate riding through gravel. So sketchy. And I almost slipped. And we're here, and there's my car. I'm gonna go talk to these guys. I'm still recording. That's surprising. was a solid turn. I'll pull into this mall here and switch out my batteries.